Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here virtually with you today for the Italian Insurtech Association Summit. My name is Adrien Lebegue. I am a general manager at ZhongAn, which is a technology business unit of ZhongAn Group. And today I'm going to spend a few minutes to tell you a bit more that might be what you would know about ZhongAn, which is, as you probably know, a pioneer in embedded insurance. Starting with a few numbers. So I think it's quite interesting to look at, for such a young company that ZhongAn is, only 8 years old later on this year, that actually as a pure digital P&C company, managed to get to the position of number 9 in the China market, and reaching a GWP of $2.5 billion USD and 45% growth over the last 6 months. While at the same time achieving technical combined ratio below 100%, which clearly means profitable growth, leveraging digital capabilities. In order to deliver on this, I think the footprint of ZhongAn is actually quite amazing, starting with the number of insureds that have been covered by ZhongAn during 2020, which was above 500 million unique insured customers, which, to give you some perspective, is actually more than 50% of the Chinese population having access to internet. So I think if there's only one metric that you need to retain, it's clearly this one, right? More than half of the entire country's population being customer of an insurance company, which is quite fantastic. Beyond China, ZhongAn has also been venturing into new businesses, and one of them is a virtual bank, a digital bank in Hong Kong market, which also achieved, after just 1 year, the number 1 position for all virtual banks in Hong Kong market, with more than 400,000 users, which is also quite impressive for a market of 7 million people. How does ZhongAn delivers such tremendous numbers? So very importantly, as a digital insurance company, we are leveraging what we call this dual engine, insurance plus technology. And both of them really nurture respectively each other. On first hand, as an insurance company, you have to be able to deliver innovative propositions across ecosystem partners, starting from lifestyle, which is e-commerce, mobile, travel, as well as motor ecosystem, but also consumer finance, and eventually, the most important one for us today, health. While at the same time, very importantly, technology being some of the foundations, the building block to basically deliver innovative, data-driven and AI-driven propositions, and eventually being also able to be a technology enabler in the markets by bringing out capabilities in terms of infrastructure, technology, and obviously scalability, in order to deliver, I would say, augmented digital insurance and insurance capabilities for the entire market. We believe that this is very important to think beyond just, what the company can grow by itself, and truly becoming, a catalyzer, an enabler of a digitalization. How did ZhongAn achieve also, from a business model and strategy point of view? It is very important to think longer term, and to really think users on a lifetime value point of view. And even though the way the first years ZhongAn managed to grow at the size of its business and the footprint was very much based on innovative small amount propositions, automated claims, dynamic underwritings, AI-driven onboarding, fraud control. Rapidly, we realized that in order to gain scale and sustainability, it was extremely important to actually expand the scope of proposition up to today, more than 300 different ecosystem partners that we are working with. And at the same time, truly expand across the entirety of products that we could write under P&C license, to truly be able to touch users at every stage in their daily lifestyle. And over time, clearly creating an edge and a unique competitive advantage about the depth of knowledge and insights we have on our users, with sometimes thousands of data points for single users. And very importantly, these insights allows us to reach to the next stage, which is a highly personalized experience across all product types. And eventually also, I think the ultimate game, being able to underwrite preferred risks, which is of course the core of an insurance company, especially on more risky lines of business, which are, for instance, health, but also pet insurance, for instance, and doing this in a very, long-term and profitable manner. If you look beyond China, Hong Kong has also ventured into 2 new businesses in the Hong Kong market, which is a very mature 7 million population market, with one of the very first digital virtual bank in Hong Kong, which is called ZhongAn, and which has reached, after just 1 year, the #1 position in the market with, as I was saying in introduction, more than 400,000 users, and truly build a very powerful and inspiring brand that is community-driven, users-driven. And at the same time, we've also been able to obtain a life insurance license, digital-only life insurance license for Hong Kong market, where we are also proving that actually innovation, digital can also bring value and allow to reach scale around life insurance. And we are doing it with a number of life and protection related propositions through partners, as well as through ZhongAn as the first digital bank assurance partnership in Hong Kong market. So we really believe here, we want to set inspiration and we want to showcase innovation on the virtual bank of financial services and life insurance market at the same time. Bank assurance 4.0, the way we see it. And last but not least, Insurtech, which is the company I belong to, is our unique global technology company to accompany the digitalization of across Asia, Japan, and also Europe, and bring a unique, I would say, value proposition with combined, #1, battle-tested insurance technology that has basically been developed for our own operations in China, as well as Hong Kong, and that we have productized and offering them across Asia and Europe for partners looking at ecosystems, embedded insurance, and digital propositions to complement the core business. This is one. Second, there's very, very few companies like ZhongAn that have accumulated a business know-how, a deep Insurtech and digital and insurance expertise on how to scale a business. And this is also what we are bringing to our partners across Asia and Europe in order to help them accelerate the growth of their new ventures. And third, and of course this is not a given, we are also in a position from time to time to help across new channels, new proposition, new partners, which is something we have already successfully delivered in Japan and in Southeast Asia by helping digitalizations of large super apps and platforms that want to deliver on insurance, but that might not know how to find the right partners and the right knowledge. And we're sometimes also helping to bridge the gap here. This is all I wanted to cover with you today. It's just a few minutes, but I hope you found it inspiring. I'm giving you my contacts here, but obviously Yuri and the rest of the team also have my contacts if you want to carry on that conversation with questions you might have or conversation you might want to bring forward. And I very much look forward taking the opportunity to meet with you in person, hopefully in the coming month, to exchange more and discuss more with you very soon. Thanks very much, and I hand over to Yuri for the next stage. Thank you.